What up, y'all? Appreciate you showing up, hanging out, listening to my dumb ass. Like and subscribe. So, I was perusing the interwebs yesterday on YouTube, and I saw this guy. He's a hairy. He used to be a dev or something. His name is David Jaffe. And so Jaffe was talking about some stuff. Now, if y'all don't know, you should know, but if you don't know, he used to work for Sony, creator of God of War, Twisted Metal, Drawn to Death. What else did he make? Those are the most notable ones. Did he do anything? I think those were the only ones, right? I don't know. Well, whatever. Anyway. He was talking about Concord. I'm kind of tired of talking about Concord because this is a dead fish. It's just like a dead body. Look, let's talk about it forever. Stand by me. Anyway, he was talking about it in this context, which is the context that we all knew was going to happen. Concord versus Marvel Rivals. Now, he is like, yo, played the beta of Marvel Rivals, blah, blah, blah. And he was playing it and stuff, and he had video, and he showed the video. And I hadn't really seen any video of it. I mean, I've seen the trailers that they showed on whatever, I think the PlayStation State of Play and something else. That was the dumbest thing they could have done. They literally showed the competition that would destroy Concord on that same State of Play. Acting like, oh, it's buried in the middle. Like, no, it's not. It says Marvel, and you got Spider-Man in it. And it looks cool. It looks cooler than your Spider-Man game. Okay, yeah, they did this themselves. Let's be real. Anyway, so Jaffe played a bunch of it. He was playing Punisher. Then I think he switched to who did he switch to? I don't remember, but I saw the Hulk. Spider-Man was in. Spider-Punk was in there for a couple of seconds. A Storm. They showed Storm a little bit. A bunch of characters that I don't even know. That's how much that, I was like, oh, who's that? I don't know. But anyway, first off, yes, it's Overwatch, except Marvel. All right, so once you're past that, and if you like that, then let's go. But once you're past that, you can understand, because it literally is Overwatch. I mean, it feels like Overwatch. It kind of looks like it, not really. I think it looks better than Overwatch, to be real. And it has destructible environments. In a sense, I'm not too sure exactly how much destruction is able to be had, but it's a lot. So, first off, the art design, the character design, the art style. I mean, I thought Overwatch was beautiful. I was like, yo, it's kind of like Pixar with Disney, but it's Overwatch and it's cool. I like it, right? This is like that plus 1,000% comic book stuff. Like, I was like, yo. Like, I looked at Rocket Raccoon, I was like, yo, that Rocket Raccoon looked better than the movie. I'm looking at Spider-Man, I'm like, yo, Spider-Man looked better than Insomniac Spider-Man. It's like everything that they're showing, even the Punisher was like yoked. I was like, yo, Punisher is a little too big, I think. Because he ain't supposed to be that big. He was big. He was like Thor big. And I don't even remember if I seen Thor. But who said it? Somebody said it. They said in Marvel Rivals, I think it was Cole Eastwood. He said in Marvel Rivals, the men look like men and the women look like women and blah, 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 blah. And I guess he was giving a dig to Concord, where they're all woke and stuff. Not the traditional, original woke, but the neo woke, I like to call it. The neo woke stuff. And I was like, look, I get it, I understand it, but the difference between Marvel Rivals, let's just talk about art style for a second. Marvel Rivals art style versus Concord art style. Let's take away the fact of gameplay for now. We're just talking about art style. You look at, Groot. I saw Groot too. You look at, and the cool thing about Groot is if you play Rocket Raccoon, he played Rocket Raccoon, that's what it was. If you play Rocket Raccoon and Groot's in your team, you could jump on top of Groot, like in the movies, and you like the guns, and he's like, and he has healing factor or something. So it was pretty dope. I was like, you know what? Great, that was pretty dope. Anyway, you look at the art styles, right? I'm looking at the art style. It's like I looked at Storm. I was like, yo, that Storm right there Halle Berry, who that? That's my Storm. Halle Berry's not my Storm. That's my Storm. I know that's heresy, right? To some of yous, but for real, how they got Storm looking in Marvel Rivals, that's what Storm supposed to look like. Thank you very much. It just looks cool. And then the cool thing is, like, when you're hovering your mouse or cursor over the character's kind of not icon, but their little card in the menu to select, it's like a 3D effect. It's like, because I mean, it's all 3D, but not 3D. But it's like it pops out a little bit, right? And then wherever you move the mouse, the character is kind of shifting the perspective. I was like, yo, it's just a little itty bitty detail touch like that makes it like, psh, that's like way better than just having a blink, 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 blink with a little color or something. I was like, yo, how are they? Okay, that's cool. And then, you know, I'm looking at all these things, right? And then I go over to Concord. And while the production value is high, the animation is great, it looks good as far as skill level, and, you know, you're looking at like the animations. Oh yeah, it doesn't look weird or anything. You know, it looks like a person. It looks boring. It looks antiseptic. It looks like I want to take a nap. I turn on the game, I'm like, yawn. Oh, I needed that. Thank you for the nap, Concord. And then let's go to the gameplay, right? Well, before we go to gameplay, the difference is that Marvel Rivals its full style is oozing out of that game. It's so stylistic in a good way, in the best way, right? I'm like, yo, I want that art on my wall. Let's go. Do you want any of the Concord characters as art on your wall? Probably not, because it's like, it's a generic video game character. So that's the difference. It's just boring over at Concord, and it's just super stylized, and it's just it makes you feel emotions when you look at it. Like, yo, that looks good. It brings you back a little bit of nostalgia, a little bit. For me, because I was an artist, I used to draw a lot. I wanted to be a Disney artist. I wanted to be a comic book artist. And then I realized that's a bad career path. Unless your name is Todd McFarlane or Jim Lee or something like that. I mean, you could probably try to squeeze a Liefeld out of there with the feet, but you know, it's hard to come up like that. You know, it's a labor of love, basically, being an artist. Anyway, gameplay. So I was watching Jaffe's gameplay. He's running around. I mean, it felt just like Overwatch, except it felt a little bit, I would say it's about the same amount of action, pacing and stuff, but what they do in Marvel Rivals is there's a lot of visual effects, a lot of like sparks and stuff, and then the destructible environments. So I guess somebody shot upper part of a walkway or something, and it fell all down, crash, boom, all the stuff happened, blowing up around. I was like, yo, that's pretty dope. You know, Overwatch don't do that. Overwatch is just boom, boom, bang, bang, and shoot the people, and nothing's destructible. Unless the last time I checked, I haven't played that in 1,000 years, so who knows. But yeah, it looks better as far as Overwatch, yes. As far as Concord looks like it's trying to put me to sleep again. I'm like, okay, the character screen, they look good, but it's kind of boring, plain, right? Then you go to the gameplay, and it's like, I'm like, it looks like it's floating, slow motion. If you put it side by side and you ask a kid which one you want to play, and they didn't know anything about comic books, they're going to choose Marvel Rivals because A, it looks more colorful, beautiful. It's just more appealing to look at, you know? And that's something I don't think Sony understands that. I mean, I don't think any of their games have that. I'm mentally trying to go through it. I mean, Ratchet and Clank, maybe a little bit, but it's not so much the art style, it's just the density of what they put in the screen. So, I mean, I'm sorry, not the art style, but the stylized art. Let's say that. Because they could stylize Ratchet and Clank to look like Marvel Rivals, and it might do something. It might be like, oh, this is way better, let's go. And it might be cheaper for them as far as CPU and stuff, and GPU or APU, whatever. But, you know, whatever. So, Gameplay wise, when you look at it aesthetically, Marvel Rivals is beating Concord on every step of the way. And I'm like, I already knew that Concord had no chance against Marvel Rivals. I mean, all Marvel Rivals had to be was good enough, like not broken, basically. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, this is way more than not broken. Might be better than Overwatch real quick. I mean, I'm just saying, I don't know. But Overwatch is gonna have some trouble with Marvel Rivals, because and the last kicker, which is obvious and apparent, Marvel Rivals is free. It's free to play. It's free. I'm gonna play it because I don't have to pay $40. And what they do is they're gonna charge for characters, they're gonna charge for probably skins, blah, blah. You know how it go, right? And I'm like, you know what? It's free. If I want to buy something, I'm not forced to buy anything. It's all cosmetic. It's not anything that I need to buy this to get a better. No. You might have to buy you'll have to buy the character if you want Spider-Man, you gotta buy Spider-Man, because he'll probably be in the rotation, and then he goes out of rotation. You're like, damn, I want Spider-Man again. You can go buy Spider-Man. That's fine. That's a business model. You know what's up. You want to spend your money. You want to get the character. You want to play as the character. That's fine. Sony is forcing you to pay $40 for what? What part of that game do you want to spend $40 on? That's my thing. It's about the worth. Like, what is the worth of? I mean, they're giving you all the characters that you don't care about. They're giving you the levels and that you don't care about. They're giving you all the weapons that you don't care about. You don't care about any of it. Why do I have to spend $40 of my money to get all the stuff I don't want? That's the problem with what Sony's doing. Maybe they knew that it was hot trash garbage, so they said, well, let's just charge them so that we can get some kind of money. Nobody's gonna buy that. Nobody's gonna play it. It's DOA for a reason, because nobody wants it. And when there's no demand, nobody's gonna put money there. If Concord was free to play, it would still get destroyed by Marvel Rivals, by the way. Just saying. But at least it would have a chance. More people would play it. It was a free-to-play beta weekend. It was an open beta for PSN users. How many did it say? They got 500. Well, they said 50 million, but they said it dropped by 50% in July. So maybe it was higher, but now it's lower than. I don't know what. Look, Sony with their numbers, they just making up stuff. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, with all those millions of users, only 2,000 and something played it. They had the opportunity to play it free, open beta. If you have PSN, nobody played it. That's a firm indication that nobody likes your game is trash and whatever. And so, even with it being free to play, even if it was free to play, it's still gonna fail, because fundamentally, it doesn't look good. It doesn't look like fun. Games are supposed to be like when you first saw the game that you fell in love with as a child, kid, whatever. The first game, not the first game you ever saw, but the first game that made you fall in love with video games. That's what Concord needs to be for someone. And people like us who've been in the game for decades can see a game and say, you know what? If I had never seen video games and that popped up, I'll be there. I'll be in the video games. I will be video game dude. Like Marvel Rivals. I bet you some little kids are going to see Marvel Rivals and be like, yo, what is this? Let's go. And that's it. I mean, the fact that it's Marvel, I got a dude that I work with. He's a super Spider-Man fan. Super duper Spider-Man. He got Spider-Man everything. He's going to play that. He's going to play as Spider-Man. He's going to probably buy, I don't know how much the characters cost, but I'm going to guarantee he's going to buy at least one Spider-Man, if not all of them. Maybe, I don't know. I said I'd jump on with him. So we'll see. I'm going to just rotate through the characters. If there's somebody that I like, maybe Storm, she would look, maybe Rogue. I don't know how a power set works, but we'll see. I'll dive into it. I'll see what's up. But yeah, man, when Jaffe showed that footage, and I was looking at that, and I was like, I mean, before I even seen the gameplay that he played, because remember they showed the trailers, I was like, there's no way that Concord is surviving this. There's no way. There's nothing that they can do. There's nothing that they can do in order to win against Marvel. Nothing. Like I said, it could be free to play. Everything's free. No battle pass. It's just a free game because we love you. We love you being a PSN member or whatever. I would say the only thing is you have to sign up for PSN in order to get the game for free. They still load. They still lose. They still not gonna beat them. Man. I mean, look, I'm kind of tired of talking about this because I've said the same thing for the past like 29 videos already, because that's what's up. Concord is so bad. And it's not really that bad. But in the context of what it's trying to be, it's so bad. It's not like it looks bad. It looks cool. Just boring. What can I say? There's nothing that any Donkey Unicorn or Pony can say to defend Concord versus Marvel Rivals. There's nothing they can say to say Concord is better. Okay. You know you're gonna find out, right? You know you're gonna find out why Concord is not better. And I'm gonna say, I don't even know if Concord is gonna make a year before they shut down them servers. I don't know. I'm gonna give them a year just the benefit of the doubt, but I'm gonna be like, look, once a year hits, they shutting it down for real. Because Sony has never been the company to support these type of games, especially it launching how it's gonna launch. And the only way that Concord will survive is if they put Kratos and they put all their characters inside of Concord, right? Do one of those, they might have a chance. Make it free to play, they might have a chance. Put a battle pass, buy the character, whatever. Just follow the same exact money scheme as Marvel Rivals. Business plan. Wow, money scheme? That's what happens when your brain is fried. Anyway, if they do that, if they put Kratos and they put Nathan Drake and they put all of their roster, and they turn Concord into PlayStation Battle Royale, Super Battle Royale, whatever, except it's first person, I will bet you people will probably, and it's free to play. Yeah, people play that. But I want to play Kratos. He's a melee character. I want to play Nathan Drake. He got guns. Who else they got? Ratchet and Clank. Put them in there. Get guns. They could do it. I don't know if they have enough characters for. I mean, they could put Twisted Metal people in it, but that'd be weird. But I wouldn't actually. But they could do that. And it wouldn't take away from their money because it would be all their own IP. That's the only way I see them surviving this. If they don't do that, then they're done. And I feel like they're kind of not stingy. I feel like they're kind of stubborn in their ways. They're stubborn in that they still think that consoles are the way. And they're stubborn in other business aspects, and it's just like the environment is changing around them, and they're not changing with it, and so they find themselves in the situation that they are, and they're changing too late. They changed like 5 to 10 years too late with that games of service stuff. Microsoft's been doing that since like Halo, kind of, sort of. I mean, Halo Infinite was more of a games of service, but they had some practice in the multiplayer aspects, and so it's just a shift of that. And they saw it happening in the industry in front of them. Microsoft, Sony, Nintendo all saw Fortnite launch, fail, launch again, success. And certain games that launched on PSN for free, like Rocket League, success. So why aren't you doing that? Why aren't you following that? All you have to do is make a fun game, make it free to play, and have I mean, they tried that with Destruction All-Stars, but I'm not too sure why that game failed. I mean, maybe there wasn't enough variety, or maybe the game, I don't know. It looked kind of cool to me, and they had all the polish and stuff, but I don't know. Maybe it needed to be maybe the scope needed to be bigger, or maybe it needed more varied environments or something. I think it was like kind of the same arena, right? I'm not too sure. Don't quote me on that. But anyway, I appreciate you showing. I'm rambling again. Appreciate you showing. I'm handling them. Like and subscribe. Leave it in the comments below what you think. If you've seen the Jaffe video with him with the gameplay, listen to his commentary. Listen to what he says about Concord versus Marvel. I mean, I didn't really say what he said, but the sentiments are the same. Basically, he was looking at this and he was like, there's no way that Concord has a chance. Basically, it's like if you got a little kid, they're gonna go Marvel every day, all day, and it's not just because it's Marvel; it's because it looks more fun. You know, video games 101, making a successful video game 101. Marvel Rivals, yes. Concord, no. But anyway, I appreciate, and also I forgot to mention. Thank y'all. I appreciate 1,000,000,000%. I should have said this at the beginning, but I'm dumb. We got to 1,000 subs. Boom, boom, boom. I appreciate y'all giving me congrats in the comments. I appreciate y'all. Y'all don't understand how much I appreciate. And we're moving upward and onward. Like I said before, way back in the day, I owe you some songs. I got 3 I owe you. First was, I think it was to 300 or 400 or something, whatever the first one was. And then to 500 subs, and then to 1,000. And I preemptively said, okay, I'm probably gonna get to 1,000 before I put these songs out. So I'm gonna owe you guys 3 songs. So I have 1 song almost done. I have another song that I need to throw. I gotta fix a little bit. I mean, I got songs, but I want them to be nice. I want them to be right. So, you know, I'm kind of particular like that. But the 1 song I do want to release in August. So that one is coming. So look out for that. Oh, don't look out for that. I'll let you know when I drop it. I still got to do some stuff to it. But that's more of a summer vibe song, you know. And yeah, from there, I'm gonna try to do, I was gonna say a song a month, but I do want to do kind of video elements to it as well, and it takes more. If I could just spit out songs, then I would put them out all this. It would take me no time, but the video part of it takes more time because I have bigger dreams. I have larger aspirations, higher aspirations. Anyway, I have bigger dreams when it comes to bigger ideas when it comes to video with the with the music. And instead of doing like a full-fledged video, you know, which took me, the last one that I did, which was On You, which is on the channel. I did that a couple of years ago. That took me like 4 months. It took longer than 4 months. It took all in total from starting the video to the end was like a year, but 4 months of work. It was like I was working, then I went working on it, now working. But if I worked on it all the time, it would have been like 4 months. I'm not doing that again. Not at this point. I mean, I'll see what I could do to expedite the process, you know, whatever tools I need. I was gonna say AI, but probably not. But I have some ideas as far as AI goes, so that's a whole nother thing. But anyway, I appreciate rambling again. And once again, hit me up in the comments, whatever y'all guys want to see. I seen there's some ponies in the comments. It's all good, as long as y'all respectful. Like I said, y'all could chill. Y'all can hang out, but like I said, don't be getting into it like that. You know what I mean? And you disagree, it's fine. I generally like pretty much all of the comments, so you know it's all good. Because the fact that you commented on the video is enough to give you a like, because you're taking the time out to do that. But once again, 1,000 subs, I appreciate you 1,000,000,000 times, and just onward and upward, for real. And them songs, I got them in my head. Anyway, I appreciate, and I catch y'all on the next one too.